Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Welcome to this live. Welcome to this live. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for always coming back. So we normally go live every day from Monday through Thursday. So we just come here and have like realistic conversations. And today we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships. So, and as you guys always know, we normally wait to get some people in here. So you guys, thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you so much. Let me know where you're watching me from. How was your day? How was your night? Let me know. Personally, it's a good day and I had a pretty good night. Okay, good night, good day, whatever. I'm doing good. I can't complain. Let me know how are you guys doing. Where are you watching me from? Welcome to the live. My good name is Foy Wamboy. I keep saying that my name is Foy. My name is not Foy. My name is Wamboy. Okay. I don't know, from yesterday I keep like finding myself saying that my name is Womboy. Guys, thank you so much for always coming back. So guys, let me know where you watching me from. When you join the live, kindly like and subscribe and comment. Let me know where you're watching me from. My name is Womboy. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are live. You're waiting to get some people in here. So when you join, let me know where you're watching me from. And yeah, you can also let me know like how do I look, how do you see me from your end, how do I look. Yeah, yes guys. So thank you so much for always coming back, guys. So today we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships, and as you know, your girl is always gonna be vulnerable. So we are about to go, but I'm gonna wait for you guys to get in here. Comment where are you watching me from, and how was your day, how was your night, and let's go. Dottie D says you look great. Hi Womboy. Hi Dottie, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Thank you. How are you doing? Where are you watching me from? Guys, you can actually like, you can share the live so that some more people can join here. You can like, you can share. You just do whatever you can do to help out the channel, okay? So Dottie, how was your night? I know like over the weekend there was like a snowstorm in most countries. What did you guys experience that? That is saying I'm in San Francisco. Thank you so much. Personally, I'm in Kenya. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you guys. So we are still entering in here, and today we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships. These days, I don't know if it's because of social media and all of that, there's so much comparing between people. Like people keep comparing their relationships and people keep putting unrealistic expectations just maybe because they saw somebody doing that online or something of that sort. So we are about to get into that, and you know your girl is always gonna be vulnerable. So you can get yourself some tea and just sit here and enjoy, okay? Dottie D says, my night was great. I'm in California. The weather was nice. Okay. So you guys are not experiencing snowstorm and all that type of stuff I've been seeing people prepare for. Okay. Welcome guys to the live. My name is Wamboy. We are just joining in here. Today we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships, but before that, you know, we are always gonna say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. Thank you so much guys for joining. When you join, kindly like and subscribe, and I would really appreciate, guys. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know, are you experiencing the snowstorm? Is it summer? Is it winter where you're from? Let me know. Let's go. Dottie D says, my night was great. I'm in California. The weather was nice. Okay. So you guys are not experiencing the snowstorm. Diana says, hi from Chicago in the town. Welcome to the live, guys. I know it's pretty cold in Chicago. How are you guys holding up? Let me know, where are you watching me from? Other countries, if you're watching me from any African country, let me know. If you're watching me anywhere in the world, let me know. And we are about to get into the conversation. So guys, when you join the live, kindly like and subscribe. That would really help me out, okay? And today we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships, okay? These days there's so many unrealistic expectations. Yeah. Linda David 9411, I'm from Nigeria. Welcome Nigerians in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. How is the weather in Nigeria? Is it hot? Is it cold? Are you guys going through winter? Daima says, It's freezing in Chicago. Wow. I'm just, my heart just goes out to you guys. It's freezing in Chicago. So Linda David 9411 says, how are you? I'm doing great, thank you. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you so much for giving this video a chance. So guys, we're talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships. You can just type, what is one thing that maybe your partner or somebody that you've dated before have subjected you into that felt like unrealistic. Okay, let's go guys. 4k for kicking, you should home. Alfebulan, welcome to the live. Thank you so much. Monica Mueni, hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Wamboy. Thank you guys for stopping by. Let me know, what is one thing that your partner or somebody you were seeing does or did that you felt like it's unrealistic expectation. Guys, remember, we are just getting started. My good name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kandri Paddy says, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you so much for giving this live a chance. Dominic Kialo, hey Kialo, how are you doing? Let me know, how do you feel this morning, this night? What's the weather where you're from? Lucido Jolly 7090 says, I'm freezing, I'm coming here to get warm. Thank you so much. You can cuddle up in your couch, you can have your drink, whatever, because we are about to just have an engaging conversation right here. I think you're in the right place and you can consider subscribing. Linda says hi. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you so much for giving this live a chance. Contact Sue says, hi, we are Team Edgar today. Hi from US all the way. Welcome to the live, people, my gang from United States of America. Thank you so much. Adigan Damilola X8M says, where are you streaming from? Right now, at the moment, I'm in Kenya. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kandri Paddy says, 176, then I'm a gamer, but I don't record. Maybe you should consider recording. There's so much things. So guys, let's get to the conversation. Unrealistic expectations unrealistic expectation in a relationship. Adiganda Milola says Nairobi. Yeah. Unrealistic expectation in a relationship. You can actually comment a situation that maybe your partner or somebody you were seeing subjected you to, that you felt like that was unrealistic expectation. Okay. I think I'm gonna give you guys a situation. And guys, you can continue asking me any question, guys. Let me know what you want to know about me. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Scon says, Kandripad is woot to the gamers in the house. Okay, gamers in the house. Let's do what? Let's say hi. All the gamers in the house, let's say hi. I'm not a gamer myself. I don't know if it's because I don't have the tools to game or what, but I'm not a gamer. But yeah, I feel you gamers, and I feel like for the gamer, you should just record. Maybe you will meet nice people. Bridget Mwanzia says, hi, how are you doing, Bridget? Thank you for giving this live a chance. Thank you so much. So Nads in the house. Yay. Does streaming count as being an ad? Does it? So the first situation that I'm gonna give you guys about like unrealistic expectation is when a lady, she's making nothing or she's not working and she expects to meet okay, like you're putting your financial burden on another person. I feel like that is an unrealistic expectation. So you guys, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna comment if you think that is unrealistic expectation or you just think it's okay. Okay, San, thank you for joining. San says, hello, director. Hello, San, how are you doing? Thank you so much. So when a lady is seeing a guy and she's expecting the guy to be making like 6 figures and the lady is just is making nothing, like she just stays at home, is that standards or unrealistic expectation? Let's go. You can comment, is it standard or an unrealistic expectation? Dottie D says, I dated a guy once who felt a woman should work but still be responsible for housework. Oh, yeah, I think that is unrealistic expectation, because if I'm gonna work, then when we come home, I'm not gonna be like, you're not gonna just sit back and I serve for you. You know what? You're gonna get to work. If both of us are working, you're gonna get to work. So I feel like that situation is unrealistic expectation. Guys, you can vote on what Idotidi is saying. She's saying that she dated a guy. She dated a guy, and the guy wanted her to work, but still when she comes home, the man is just sitting around doing a bunch of nothing, and he's still expecting her to be the one that is like running around the house, cleaning, serving him. You know, is that realistic or unrealistic? Is that realistic or unrealistic? Let's go. You can comment saying if you think that's realistic or unrealistic, because for me, I think that is just so much unrealistic. Yeah, okay. Is that realistic or unrealistic? The situation that Dodi gave us. She dated a guy once, and I'm reading, quote unquote, I'm reading from her. I dated a guy once who felt a woman should work but still be responsible for housework. Is that unrealistic expectation, or is just like realistic? I know men in the building are gonna say yes, even if a lady goes to work, when she comes home, she should be the one who is doing all this stuff. Okay? Scontex2 says, Robin says, why is it always a question if a man has to take care of a woman, but the first thing out of his mouth is, I'm the man? Scon says, she made me type that in all caps. Okay? Yeah, no, I feel like men just want to be, men want women to work, but in the house they still want to be the men. And that's a problem. I think that's a problem right there. Because if you want to be a man, then if I'm not gonna work, when you come home, I'm gonna massage your feet. You know what? I'm gonna serve you. I'm gonna do anything that you say. But as far as I'm working, when we come home, we are equals as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Daima says, why do women want to be treated as equals until it's time to pay a bill? Okay, now if you're treating me as an equal, okay, we're gonna be sharing the bills. But you know what? When we come home and it's time for us to look at after the children and all this stuff, I'm your equal. Okay, if I'm paying the bills, I'm also your equal. Musa, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for stopping by. Musa says, say domain expansion, self embodiment of perfection, and I'll serve. Domain expansion, self embodiment of perfection. Musa, don't stress me out. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Musa. Thank you so much. Daima says, my woman isn't going to work. Okay, I feel like that is realistic. If your woman is not gonna go to work, then you can expect her to serve, worship you when you come home, you know. Yeah. Thank you, Musa. Okay, let me know you guys' unrealistic expectation that you're seeing these days. So my other one, unrealistic expectation that I'm seeing these days in relationships, is people comparing themselves with couples on social media. You all know that social media is not a real place. Okay, it's a real place because I'm there, but most of the stuff that people post online is just to put up a show, because people just like to see stuff online. Okay, so I can post like I'm in a happy relationship and I'm truly not. So when you're trying to compare your partner, with some girl you saw online, or with some man you saw online, and that, oh, he's doing this for her, she's doing this for him, and all that type of stuff, I think that's a problem. And realistic expectation, like comparing real life relationships to online, the ones that you see online, I think that's a real problem. What do you guys think? Like, do you think comparing your relationship to the relationships that you see online is realistic? Lynn Hendrick says, wow, you're so pretty. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lynn. I'm gonna blush. Victor Giokeres for real says, Ateta out. Okay. Dottie says, Dimas, that is unrealistic. What if she wants to work? Okay, I think by the time you guys are dating, you should agree. If you as a guy, you don't want your lady to work, then you should agree before you start dating. I think so. Oh, thank you so much, Lynn, for showing up. I normally go live every day, 9 a.m. California time. So you can always convert that to your local time, guys. So type in some unrealistic things that you see in relationships. Okay? And if you're just joining the show, my name is Womboy. Thank you so much for liking, for subscribing. Thank you so much for giving my life a chance. Daima says, then she doesn't want to be with me. Yes, that what Womboy said, it's a conversation. Okay, I think it's a conversation. Like, you can't just come to me and tell me like you're not allowed to work. Okay, these are things that we should talk out when we are starting out the relationship. Yeah, so I feel like nobody should tell you to work or not, because these are things that you should talk out when you guys meet. Okay. So the other thing that I'm seeing, unrealistic expectation that people are having these days, is expecting your partner to be as freaky as some pornography you saw online. You're expecting your partner to twist and turn, okay, during your time in bed, like some people you saw on pornographic scenes. You see, that's not realistic. That's unrealistic. Okay. You want your partner to be as, maybe you're used to watching these pornographic scenes, but then you forget that like that is stuff that these people do for the camera or things like that to get views. But expecting your partner to do those type of stuff, that's unrealistic. Okay, let me know what you guys think. I don't, let me put up a poll. Dottie says we all have to take pilots the moment we get in bed. Okay, but comparing your partner, like you want your partner to twist and turn you dirty, like something that you saw on pornography, that's not fair to them. Okay, you can't compare a real life relationship with pornography. That's unrealistic. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know what you can. I think there's people that I've seen saying that like you can borrow some of the themes or things that you can do from pornography, but you can do you can just do that. How to spell Mark. Oh, how to spell Mark. Welcome to the live. Stopped in, liked the stream, and shared some positivity in the chat. Going live takes courage and consistency. I'm streaming too at the moment. Salute to the creator and the people showing up. Oh my gosh, how to spell Mark. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up. I know it's not that easy. It takes a lot of courage, and the fact that it's one-on-one, I don't get a moment to edit this moment. That means so much to me, guys. Like, and how to spell Mark just said it all. Like, to come here online live, you don't get a moment to edit anything. You just come here raw. This is a real life moment. Thank you so much. How to spell Mark. Skontetsu says Robin hit Richard. Akalu Erjaboa say hi Akalu, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for stopping by. Consider liking and subscribing, guys. If this is your first time ever seeing me, my name is Womboy, and today we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. The last thing that I just said, it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic to expect your partner to act in bed like some pornography that you saw. So we are actually voting on that. Like, what do you think? Is that realistic or unrealistic to expect your partner to be as freaky as some pornography that you watched? Okay, Lynn Hendricks, thank you so much for all the love that you guys are showing me. Lynn Hendricks, I'm gonna shout out your name. Lynn Hendricks, how are you doing? Welcome to the live, guys. So guys, we're still on the topic. Do you think it's realistic for your partner to compare you with some people that they saw on pornography? Okay, or maybe they're like, you're not as freaky as something that I saw online. Is that realistic or unrealistic? What do you think? Okay. Akalu Ejaboa says, what's going on? We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships, and we are just having a conversation. We are just having a conversation. You can put you can put in something that you think is happening these days in relationship that's unrealistic. Okay, so it's not like a lecture. It's just like we are having a conversation. Scone says, Robin, men look at movies and magazines that want us women to be that, but they don't look like the leading man. Yeah, some man will look at some magazine and they want you as a lady to look like the lady that they saw in the magazine, but they don't look at the quality of the man that was in that. It's the same thing with pornography. These men in these pornographic scenes are usually built and all of these things, but your man is watching that and he wants you to be as freaky as that, but he doesn't want to be that guy that he saw on that pornography. I feel like that is just so unrealistic. Guys who are joining in, my name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for stopping by. You can consider telling us where are you watching us from. We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships, and the last thing that I said is unrealistic for somebody to expect their partner to be as freaky as some pornography that they just watched. Okay, Lynn Hendricks is asking me, what land are you in? Are you from? I'm from Kenya. Kenya is in Africa. Daimash Skontetu says, how about you, Lynn? Where are you from? Like Skontetu says, like women like the leader woman. Okay, Lynn Hendricks says, bye, I need to go. Bye, Lynn. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kalu says, woman and, okay. So guys, we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. Let me know, what is one of the unrealistic expectation that you keep seeing people putting on women or even men? Okay. I think it's unrealistic that people believe that jealousy equals love. Like, we have just normalized jealousy in relationships so much that, like, if your partner is not jealous, like, you feel like they don't love you enough. So I feel like that is unrealistic. Skontetsu says, Edgar says, why can't I expect that? If I'm that freaky, why shouldn't they be? Many women won't even get something new or try. No! Okay, no, but you know what? You just watched pornography. Nelson Logo 7199, welcome to the live. Thank you so much, Nelson, for stopping by. Okay, Scon or Edgar, you watch some pornography and you want your woman to try that. How am I supposed to know where you learned that? That's a problem. That's problematic to me. Dottie says, we should have mentioned that yesterday with red flags. Jealousy is a major red flag. Okay, so I think it's unrealistic to believe that jealousy equals love, because sometimes jealousy doesn't equal love. Okay, because of, as far as I'm a human being, I'm walking by and I'm human being, and maybe I look nice or I don't, or however I look, people might say hi, but there are people who are just excessively jealous. They're not even willing to see you being somebody, they're not willing to see even somebody saying hi to you. So I think it's unrealistic that we are saying that, like, jealousy equals love, and if somebody is not jealous, they don't love you. That's unrealistic. What do you guys think? Nelson, okay, I saw somewhere Nelson said subscribe. Dottie D, we should have mentioned that yesterday with red flags. Okay, there's healthy jealousy because, of course, you love this person. It's like you don't want to share them with anyone, but yeah, I feel like it's a red flag. Scon says, allow me to teach you, not you, but the woman I'm with. It's okay, you can teach them, but not something that you just picked up from your self-pleasure moments with pornography. No. Nelson Lolo says, watching together, they put it into practice. Oh, so you watch together with your partner or your fiance? I don't know how that feels. That feels weird because you're just looking at other people there naked. Guys, do you think what Nelson is saying is right? Like, you can watch something freaky or pornography with your partner and put it into practice later on. Guys, I don't believe in that. I think that's, for me, that's too much. That's just a bit asking too much from me. Consensus says that was Edgar Law. Okay, Jimmy Karaoke, welcome to the live. Thank you so much. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much. Diamas, jealousy is a sign that the woman you're with is special to you. Okay, but sometimes it's unhealthy. Sometimes the jealousy is very unhealthy. Okay, Monar F3 J31, why should I not be jealous? You can be jealous, but some of this jealous is like, for example, let's say I like somebody's image on Instagram or somewhere. Just tell me why you're being jealous, because jealousy is not a good thing. It can lead to bad stuff. Kizito Joshua, welcome to the live. Hello, baby girl. My name is Joshua K. Is that Germany? If that is Germany, Ishbin Wamboy, welcome to the live. Ishbin Wamboy, thank you so much. Danke Sean. Skonteksu says Nelson, yes, exactly. Oh, Scon is replying to Nelson. Nelson said, watching it together watch something freaky together and put it into practice later on. Skontetsu says, that was Edgar again. They are all yelling at me to type faster. Okay, thank you. Dottie D says, jealousy is a sign that you don't trust your partner. I don't think it's a sign that you don't trust your partner, but there's another type of jealousy that is just out of this world. Okay, there's another type of jealousy that like is just, yeah. So I think it's unrealistic. Believing jealousy equals love, that's actually a little bit unrealistic. So it's unrealistic. Nelson Logo says, okay. It's unrealistic. Some men want their women to look like models when they just look like they came out from serving some prison time. Okay, it's unrealistic that some men want their women to be this perfect, this tiny, this tiny, but them, they don't even care about how they look, but they want their women to be like perfect, to be like model size. It's very unrealistic to put all this pressure on women or on the partner that you want to date while you just look the way you want. Why do men get away with so much? Like, a man can just look the way they want. Why do men get away with all this stuff? It's unrealistic for you to expect me to look like a model while you look like you just came out from jail. Nelson Logo says jealousy is healthy. It's healthy and unhealthy. Okay, do you guys agree with Nelson that jealousy is healthy? I don't think it's healthy. I think I can't say it's unhealthy, but I feel like there's healthy jealousy, but there's unhealthy jealousy. Okay, what do you guys think about that? Diamonds, why all the man hate? Women have the same unrealistic expectations. And that's why we are having Diamonds, tell us your situations with women that's unrealistic. That's what we are looking for. Okay, we're not looking to tell you, we want you to get engaged. Daily Memes, what's up? Yo, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for coming back. I always identify people who always come back because that means I'm doing a good job. Thank you, Daily Memes. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're back. Thank you for coming back. Richard says, women are always looking for men that look like movie stars and act like leading characters. Wow, really? Men are the ones who are always looking for women who look like movie stars. Okay, men have this unrealistic, like they just want you to look like a model, look like you have never eaten before, with your stomach like with such a flat tummy, a curvy body. Men, that's what men have been looking for. That's what men are looking for. I feel like that's unrealistic. To want that and you don't look that way, that's unrealistic. Okay, guys, if you're just joining in, my name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I was born and raised in Kenya, and we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships. And guys, you can feel free to comment. Let me know, what is that one thing that your partner or somebody you ever dated did that made you feel that is not realistic. Okay, Diama says, if I'm talking to another woman and my woman doesn't mind that, then obviously she doesn't care. Oh, okay. But okay, why do you want her to be upset with you, Diamas? You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, believing that jealousy is jealousy doesn't equal love. Okay, Daily Memes. But Diamas, why are you talking to this other lady and you're in a relationship? Daily Memes says, peace out, gonna go sleep. We had a basketball match today and I'm so tired. Oh, how did it go before you go, Daily Memes? How did your basketball go? Skontetsu says, Richard says, and women aren't looking for six-pack abs. They are looking for that, but it's just so common. It's so easy to find like a lady who is just falling for anything than the other way around. Diamas, I don't want her to be upset. I don't think she should be talking to other guys. Okay, and that's healthy jealousy, but to the point, like, if there's no jealousy, you feel like the other person doesn't love you. I don't think that's right. Okay, I think it's unrealistic for somebody to expect their partner to heal their inner child. I think it's unrealistic for somebody to expect their partner to help them heal their inner child, because I feel like, yes, this is something that comes with the relationship. Like, your partner helps you process what you went through as a child, or to process your life, but it's just so much weight to put on them just to tell them like, oh, you need to help me deal with this, like I went through this and this, and kind of like blaming it on your partner. I think that's a little bit unrealistic, and that's where we are at. Like, we're just expecting our partner to help us process whatever we went through. I feel like that's a little bit unrealistic. Skontetsu says Richard and Edgar. So it's okay for women to do that, but not for men. No, I'm not saying it's okay for women to do that and not men. I'm just saying that's unrealistic expectation. Either way, even if it's men looking for, even if it's women looking for perfect men and they don't look like that, that's unrealistic. Although you can say it's a standard or it's unrealistic, so it's your call. Dottie D says that's men who won't grow up. Okay, guys, you can continue typing in your situations. What do you think is unrealistic expectation in relationships? What do you think is unrealistic expectation in relationships? So let's be honest, relationships are not failing because people are toxic or people, because all these traumas that we are talking about. I think relationships are failing because we have a lot of unrealistic expectation. We have all this weight that we want to put on people, and that's what we are talking about today. Unrealistic expectation in relationships. Okay, so let's just go. You can comment anything, you can type anything, one of the situations that you've ever gone through that you felt this is unrealistic. Okay, and this time around, I think I'm gonna say something that like it's like kind of like talking for the boys. I think it's unrealistic that ladies expect men to make like 6 figures. Well, they're not. They don't even. We don't even have a job. We are expecting to meet somebody who is making 6 figures, and if they are not, you're giving them pressure. Okay, expecting somebody to make 6 figures and you don't even have a job. I feel like that's unrealistic. Okay, so that's my situation, guys. Let's keep going. Let me know unrealistic expectations that so guys, and also as we think about that, let me know, is love supposed to be realistic or peaceful? Is love supposed to be realistic or peaceful? Okay, because we are talking about unrealistic expectation. Is love supposed to be realistic? Oh, I don't know if I can be able to type that. I'm still learning how to do this live. I don't know if I can be able to type. Yeah, is love supposed to be peaceful or realistic? Let me know. You can type your answers. Is love supposed to be realistic or peaceful? I think it's supposed to be peaceful. For me, I think I'm gonna vote in peaceful. Okay, I'm gonna vote in peaceful. Okay, let me know what you guys think. Is love supposed to be realistic or peaceful? Okay, Daima says, what does that even mean? Peaceful or realistic? Okay, so what it means, it's like, you can either keep the peace and not ask the hard questions, or you can be realistic and the relationship is not gonna be peaceful. Especially if you didn't talk out your situations when you started. Okay, I think it's unrealistic for somebody to expect, it's unrealistic for people to expect people to change after you commit to them. Let's say somebody, you can clearly see a red flag in somebody, but you're just like, let me just commit, or let me just have their child, and they're gonna change when I have a child for them, or like I make them pregnant, they're gonna change. It's unrealistic to think that like when you make somebody commit to you that they're gonna change. That I feel like that's unrealistic. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think it's unrealistic to expect somebody to change when they commit or you commit to them? Do you think it's unrealistic? Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't know if you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, type something, like type yes if you can hear me, or maybe my internet isn't working. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So you guys are just silent. Okay. I feel like some of us are just single, not because we are hard to love, okay? We're not single because we are hard to love. We're just single because we keep having unrealistic expectation, okay? We are just looking for this person who is specifically designed by God, shaped, okay, coined just the way that you want them to be. Like we just keep looking for these people that are God sent, that are they have the perfect shape, okay, which is unrealistic. That's why some of us are single, because of that. Because everybody that, I think, for me, everybody that you're gonna meet along the way, they will look somewhat, they will have their flaws. Even if they look perfect, they will have their flaws, which is one of the things that I think. I don't think you can find somebody who ticks all your boxes. You can find somebody who ticks most of your boxes, but then they will have some behaviors that are not realistic to you, okay? So I think that's one of the reasons why, like, most of us are single, is because, like, it's not because we are hard to be loved, or it's not because we are not good enough or anything of that sort. It's just because we have expectations that are way out of this world, okay? Or we have expectations that we ourselves haven't been able to accomplish. Uh-huh. Robin and Richard, that's unrealistic. Both men and women looking for a Christian or religiously pious, but they don't even go to church. Oh, okay. Men and women looking for Christian or religiously pious, but they don't even go to church. Yeah. Okay. I think that's unrealistic for somebody who is sitting there. You're not even Christian. You haven't even seen the church gate for like a whole 10 years. And you're looking for somebody who is innocent, naive, who goes to church. So that, why are you looking for that if you're not that? Because if you are in the bar stripping naked and all of this stuff, I think you should be looking for people like you. And I feel like that's very unrealistic. And thank you so much, Robin and Richard, for saying that, because most of us, we are not even in the church, okay? And when you're looking for somebody to date, you want to look for somebody who goes to church, just so that you can be able to take advantage of their naiveness or their innocence, okay? And the same situation that's Con said, like, there are people, okay, you'll find somebody with a body count of 150 looking for a virgin. And I think men are actually the ones with this problem, or this unrealistic expectation. Somebody is like, they have a body count, this huge body count, okay, and they expect to find a lady who is a virgin. That's not realistic. That's unrealistic, okay? But I like this one that Robin and Richard gave out. Like, you find somebody who have not even been to church for a very long time. They strip in clubs. They are all these things that are considered like bad in the society, but they want this person who is in the church, holy, have never sinned, I think that's unrealistic, guys. And if you're just joining in, my name is Womboy. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Maybe you can consider liking and subscribing. And we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships. So let us know some of the unrealistic things, or some of the things that you've gone through in relationships and you felt that's unrealistic. Okay. And that also brings me to like the point, or like to the question: do you guys think that like relationships these days ask for too much? Do you guys think that relationships these days ask for too much? So because we are coming from a time where like it was like we knew the position of men. Peter Shag, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing, Peter? Thank you for giving this live a chance another time. We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. Yeah, yesterday, Peter, you're so good at giving us a scenario. Can you maybe put a scenario for us? Unrealistic expectation, or something that you might have gone through in relationship and you felt somebody is just putting unrealistic expectation onto you. Yeah. Peter Chege says, I'm good. Aki leo Mungu wangu. He says he's good, and something to the effect of like, my God. Thank you. Tell us one of the unrealistic expectations that you have seen, or you have gone through, or women have put on you. Okay, we have talked about the financial pressure that men face from women. We have talked about the way men want women to be this perfect, but they're not that. We have talked about like what people normally do, like you watch what's it called? You watch pornography or maybe magazines, and you're expecting your partner to be that freaky. Dottie says, is Peter speaking a different language than yours? No, I speak Kikuyu, I speak Swahili, I speak English, and I speak German. But the reason is I don't know how to some of these words, they are hard to like direct translate. Okay, yeah, I understand what Peter is saying. I just don't know how to translate it. Guys, if you're just joining in the live, thank you so much for stopping by. We are talking about unrealistic expectations in a relationship. Okay, Chuyang 4509, speak Wakanda. Speak Wakanda. Ich bin Womboy. Is that Wakanda? Okay, what is okay? I know there's this film that was called Wakanda Forever and all of that, but are there real people who speak Wakanda? Really? Okay, guys, you know what we can also do? Like, you guys can let me know which language are you able to speak. Let's see. Or maybe Daima says, I have a Puerto Rican friend who speaks Spanish, but a lot of times she says there is no English translation. Oh, there is no English translation. Yeah, some of these words are just too complicated. They're just not too complicated. Some of them you can't even translate. And like somebody like me who speaks in English all day long, sometimes it kind of like you understand, but it's kind of hard for you to like translate. Aguba Taohia. Let us talk about love. Okay, you can initiate the discussion. As I told you guys are open in this platform. Can you initiate for us? We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship, but you can also have the conversation go the way that you want. This is a safe space, guys. And thank you so much, Aguba Taohia, for coming back today. Thank you so much. I don't take that for granted. Nelson Logo says, women fake until you get them as wife. Oh, okay. It's unrealistic that women put on a character and fake. But the moment you have them as your wife, that's when you get to know their true colors. I think it's, I can say it's realistic, because if I show you my true colors, you're not gonna want me. Okay, you're not gonna want to wife me. Peter Chege says, okay, mapenzi ilinishinda, mimi nilirogwa. Oh, no. Peter says like, he thinks that love is not for him, or somebody witched him. But I'm saying to him, no, I don't think so. No, you're still perfect. It's just that like the society today, we have unrealistic expectation. Maybe you just need to lower your standards a little bit, Peter, and you're gonna find your person. Dirty dishes, like men don't do that. Yeah, men also do that. Like, oh gosh, men are going to entice you with like good stuff. Okay, like a baby, like the way you can entice. What is it called? Like the way you throw some food to the chicken when you want to catch it and have it for dinner. That's the way I feel like men do. Like they keep throwing some food to you, like some pellets or some maize or some corn, just to attract you. The moment they get you, the moment that man marries you, that's when you're gonna know their true colors. Yeah. Men also do that. It's not only women who change when they get into the house, because if I show you my true colors, you're not gonna want to marry me or to wife me. But if I just continue putting this facade, you're still gonna be like, oh, she's so perfect. Wait until you get in the house and you realize that I don't even clean or cook. That's when you're gonna know what you got yourself into, guys. And if you're just joining in, my name is Womboy. We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. You can tell me where you're watching me from. You can say hi and let me know what is one thing that you saw in your life or you experienced in your life that you felt that was unrealistic. Dottie D says, Nelson Logo, what is that supposed to mean? You guys. Peter Chege says, okay, mapenzi, I think I read that. Dottie says like, okay. Peter Chege says, Aki says here inaga mapenzi. I don't know how to translate that, but he basically says, I think he doesn't have love or something. Peter Chege says this world doesn't have love, but there is. I think there is genuine love. But what you have to realize when you're looking at love and any type of partnership, you need to realize it's a partnership. You guys are trading something. you're getting something in return, you're giving something and you're getting something in return. So if you see it that way, I think it can be good for you. Skontetsu says, Robin says, I met this guy who was so great and such a gentleman. But when we started dating exclusively, suddenly he hated going out. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's scary. That's scary. Robin, did you ask this guy if he likes going out or not? Because some of us, we just assume that like he just likes going out because maybe you guys are meeting at a restaurant for your dates, but this person doesn't like going out. So Robin, did you ask that guy if he likes going out or not? Or did he do things that suggested that he likes going out, but when you got married or like you started dating exclusively, he just changed? I think humans or everybody, we just put a facade when it's time to date, but then when you start being exclusive with this person, you start living with a man, that's when you know who they are. You start living with a lady, when you know who they are. Because outside, you come to my place, I'm gonna know, oh, so and so is coming, so I'm gonna fix my space. But that can only go so much. When you start living with the person, that's when you know who they are. Eva Violin, hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Wamboi. When you join, consider liking and subscribing, and we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. Joshua Moses, read Bible, mom. Oh, okay, if you suggest so. I feel like it's unrealistic for somebody to expect you to be it's unrealistic. We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. It's unrealistic if you're dating me and like, let's say you don't know what I'm into in terms of like what I believe in terms of my spirituality. I think it's unrealistic for you to project your maybe your belief system to me. Okay, I feel like that's unrealistic. What do you guys think? Like, somebody might be like, I'm not that spiritual, like I don't believe in that type of stuff, but somebody might like make you feel like you have to believe in this thing so that you are perfect. So that's another thing that I feel like it's unrealistic in relationships. I need to go back here. Diamond says, thank you for that admission. Women who act domesticated but never want to stay home. That's funny. Okay, but you know what, some of us, even me, I'm gonna admit, okay, I act domesticated, or like when you look at me, I look like somebody who likes staying home. But let me tell you, I dislike, as a matter of fact, I hate staying home. Okay, but when you look at me, I look like somebody who likes staying at home. Okay, at night, I prefer to be at nightclubs. I prefer to be out partying, you know. But when I come off to a man, you can just assume, by looking at me, what do you guys assume? You think maybe I like staying at home? I do not. That is just, I don't like being at home. I just like being out in clubs at night. Yeah, so I think Divers, you saw through my soul. Okay, guys, and if you're just joining in, my name is Wamboi. We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. Guys, you can comment, let us know what is one of the things that your partner or somebody you ever dated did that like, if that was unrealistic, or something that they wanted you to do or to have or to act a certain way that was not realistic. Dottie D says, the world has love. Look around. That's proof. If you don't have love, you need to look closer at yourself. I'm not being mean, but it can't be everyone else. Yeah, I feel like the love that you want to be given, if you don't have that love, let me tell you, like, for me, and I'm not even, I think this kind of like sounds politically correct, but for me, the way I kind of like started finding love is by loving myself, because I realized like I'm just loving all these people, but they don't care about me. So maybe some place to start is by loving yourself. You can look around, and if you're around people who don't love you, yeah, I think it's not realistic. Scone says, first of all, let me shout out these people who are just getting in. Geoffrey Gold, hi, how are you? I'm doing good. Geoffrey, how are you doing? Where are you watching me from? You're talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. Thank you so much, guys, for liking and subscribing. Eva Leon says, that's a beautiful name. Okay, is it not unique? Wamboi, my name is Wamboi. Ich bin Wamboi. Wait until I can speak full German continuously, like I'm gonna be so Nelson, are you married? No, I'm not married, but I'm kind of in a relationship. I'm in a relationship. Diamonds. So you don't like to party. I like to party, but when you look at me, I look domesticated, don't I? I look like somebody who likes staying home, but if I have to be honest, I dislike that. Forgiveness is underrated. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much. I love your energy. Oh, really? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I like you as also. Kels Edit. Wow, you're so beautiful. I love from my heart. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Kindly like and subscribe. That will really help me out. Dottie says, yes, love yourself first, then others will feel your love. Yam Aki says, hi, welcome to the live. Thank you so much. Slimmy Forever 9899. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. I was born and raised in Kenya. My name is Womboy. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Diamond says, love yourself. That's so much psychobabble. No, you can love yourself. Jimmy Bonnie, welcome to the live. Jimmy Bonnie 1406. Hi, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for stopping by. Dominic Deye, hi, beautiful. Hi, Dominic, how are you doing? Where are you watching me from? We're talking about unrealistic expectations in relationships, and we're just giving scenarios, and we have discussed so many scenarios, and I was talking about it's unrealistic for you as a person, okay, to be like, you like partying, you like being this place, but you're looking for somebody who is like in church or religious, pious, or so that you can find somebody who is innocent and naive, so that you can take advantage of them. I think that's unrealistic in relationship. Like, you're looking for something that you're not. For me, I feel like that's unrealistic. Okay, I think I'm gonna go back and keep reading these comments so that I can know what you guys are saying. I think I was at Scott says, Robin says, I didn't ask. He just always took me out. Then he stopped when we became exclusive. You see, I think your problem, Robin, is because you didn't ask. You have to ask. I think you have to ask. Okay, you don't assume, like, you found me at a club. You don't assume that I'm gonna stop going to a club because you've just married me. You don't assume that. You asked me, are you gonna stop stripping in a club when I marry you? You have to ask me. Otherwise, I don't know. Like, I think, do you guys feel like you have to ask? Let's say you can see a behavior in somebody or something that they normally do and you don't like. Do you feel like you have to ask them? Okay, do you have to ask them, like, will you stop doing this when I marry you? Because I feel like there's a problem expecting, like, when you marry somebody or you get pregnant for them that they're gonna change. I think that's unrealistic. Nelson Logo says, true, no love in this world. I agree, it's partnership, but once trust is gone, it becomes like hell. Yeah, I think like marriage, love, and all of this type of stuff, I think it's a business. What do you guys think? I think it's a business, and like, as far as it's a business, you have to be willing to give and take. Yeah, it's a business. Love, marriage, it's a business. Okay, we all don't want to agree, but it's a business. Okay, there's something that I'm giving and there's something that I'm taking from somebody. So love is a business, marriage is a business, relationships, they are a business. Contentu says, me and Robin agree. Love yourself. Richard and Edgar says, agree with Dimas. Psychobabble. Okay, don't care if you call me a psycho or whatever. I don't know, I might be a psychopath, but like, I'm just realistic. Musa says, is it normal to be vegan and like meat, bro? Like, what the okay, what the fuck? Is it normal to be vegan and like meat, bro? Like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying, but this is what people are doing. You have a body count of like 110, but you're expecting to find a virgin. Musa, this is exactly what people are doing. Is it normal to be vegan and like meat? I don't think it's not. I don't think it's normal. I feel like people are just unrealistic. Okay. I don't know if I answered you, Musa. What do you think? Do you think it's normal? Okay. Context 2 says, you're probably, Robin says, you're probably right, but I shouldn't have to ask. Edgar, I shouldn't have to ask. No, you should ask. Remember, this man is volunteering to take you out. Okay, he hasn't told you like, I'm so much into taking you out. This man haven't told you that. You're just assuming. You should not assume, because remember, marriage and relationship is a partnership. So you should be willing to see the things that the other business partner is bringing to the table. Is that what you want? Yeah, when you look at relationship and love that way, I think it becomes clear. Edgar added, if I met you at a club, why would I not assume you like clubs? No, you can. You can. I think you can. Some people just like expect you like, oh, you met me at a club and you expect that if you wife me that I'm gonna stop going. Let's say you found me and I'm stripping in a club. You just assume if you marry me that I'm gonna change. I'm not gonna change. Uh-huh. Musa, maybe I don't know if it's your keyboard that's keeping sending this message. I think I read it. Is it normal to be vegan? Musa H9B says, is it normal to be vegan and like meat, bro? Well, fuck. No, but that's the unrealistic. We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship, but that's what happens. I'm sorry, guys, but that's what happens. Let me know, guys, your situation. Let me know. You can see Musa is just like not understanding what I'm saying, like in terms of like somebody might meet you in a club, but they just want to wife you and have you stay at home. Okay, or somebody will meet you in a city, like for example in Kenya, somebody might meet you in a city and within no time they're telling you, you know what, will you go and stay in my village? How do you just assume just because I fell in love with you and we got married that like you can take me from living in the city? You just tell me, oh, now you have to go to the village because you're my wife. That's not realistic. Okay, Dottie D says, I had no idea that he was talking about. I'm thinking vegans like meat but choose not to eat it because they care about animals. Oh, vegans like meat but they choose not to eat. Oh, do you guys agree with Dottie? Vegans like meat but choose not to eat it because they care about animals. So I have always had the impression that vegans choose not to eat meat because for them it's like it's for their body, like you know, dairy products come with a lot of fat, with a lot of all of this stuff. Okay, why would somebody be vegan? Are they vegan to protect the animals, or are they vegan for okay, let me know, guys. Okay, I think you understand what I'm saying. Like, are people vegan to protect the animals, or are they vegan for their own good? Maybe they want a perfect body. You know, all these daily products or animal products come with a lot of fat. Context says, Robin says, so why don't I have to ask? Why do I have to ask? You have to ask. You can't assume stuff. Robin, you can't. You cannot. Samir Shukir 3262. Welcome to the live, Samir. Thank you so much. Animals and the planet. Oh, to protect. So people are vegan to protect the animals and the planet. Wow. I didn't know. I just thought I all this time I have always thought that vegan people are so much into like their self, like they like how they feel without when they don't eat these products. I have always assumed that like people become vegan for their own body or for their own good. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, is there anybody in this chat who is vegan? I would like to know, what is your experience? How do you feel when you don't eat dairy products? Because personally, I'm not. I don't think I can. But here in Kenya or in African countries, people do feed off of animals. But most of the time, you're just vegan without even knowing. DQGUR 3135. Dikogu, let's stay on topic. Interesting topic. Vegan meat can be discussed later. Okay. Oh, and the topic is we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationship. I don't know how to read your name. Dikeugu 3135. Give us a scenario, like what is one of the things that you've ever gone through in a relationship and you are like, this is not realistic? Maybe something that, I don't know if you're a guy or a lady, something that your partner put on you that was like, that's unrealistic. Dema says, I protect the planet, but not by not allowing animals to overpopulate. Oh, okay. Samir Shuku says, cattle produce so much methane, which is worse than carbon. I do eat meat, but I am really reducing. Okay. Loch Ness Monster. The less meat I eat, the worse it tastes each time I do. Wow. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for telling me your opinions and still be on the topic unrealistic expectations in a relationship. You can type in what is one of the things that you've ever like you've gotten in a relationship and somebody told you, maybe it can be a guy or a lady, they told you and you're like, that's unrealistic. Okay, earlier on I talked about the way people keep comparing relationships, real life relationships, to things that they see online, and that's unrealistic because people who are posting online, they are posting there to put on a show, okay? Because the moment that brands see them show this perfect relationship, they get recognized, okay? So I feel like it's unrealistic for people to compare. I think it's unrealistic for people uh, to compare their real life relationships. You compare your partner to some girl you saw on Instagram who have done maybe BBL, who have done all these injections to make their body look better, you know what I'm saying. Scon says unrealistic. I asked a girl out once who said I was too short. Oh my god. Scon asked a girl out who said he's too short, but later she was crying because she liked a guy who said she was too short. Wow. A girl refused to go out with Scon because the girl says that Scon is too short. But later on, the girl was crying because there's a guy who claimed that she is too short. Okay, do you feel like it's unrealistic expectation to put a standard like I'm not gonna date somebody who is this tall or this short? What do you guys think about that? Okay. Samir Shukir says Nessie might be real. Really raw. Rock Ness. Nessie might be real. Loch Ness most raw. Okay, guys. Oh, Cardinals Diamond says, I think that's very realistic. I'm not dating a tall girl. Oh, so is it realistic to set a standard in terms of like I'm dating somebody who I can date somebody who is tall? Maybe there's guys who say that they can date ladies who are tall, and there's ladies who say they can date guys who are short. Is that realistic? Let me know according to your opinion. Let me know. Loch Ness Monster says, yes, I'm very real. No photographs, please. Everyone will say they are fake anyway. Okay, people are gonna think that. Okay, how perfect are you? I think you're so perfect, maybe. Loch Ness Monster. Desert Champion says, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Today, Desert Channel Explorers, we are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships. Let us know the unrealistic expectation in relationship. Somebody is just like making us laugh real loud here. Loch Ness Monster, he says he just looks too fine. In case if he sends us his picture right now in this live, all of us, you're gonna say it's fake. What type of confidence do you have? This person is so confident. Dottie D says, I don't date men who are shorter than me, but my hubby isn't that tall, but taller than me. Okay, I don't date. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, there's some time that like first of all, I'm not short, okay? I'm not short. So, but me personally, I don't care. As far as you're not extremely short, like extremely, I just want somebody who you can be my size or something of that sort. But anytime that I let my guard down and let's say like I date somebody who is really short and they're not confident in themselves, so at the end of the relationship, they're gonna tell me something like, oh, you're too tall for me, okay? So I think, for me, honestly, I don't think it's unrealistic to set a standard what you want in terms of length, because most of the time you will say, okay, this is an exemption. Let me just date this. This is an exemption. But at the end of the time, this person will make you feel bad. They're gonna make a comment that, oh, you're too short for me, or you're too long for me. So, oh, you're too tall, not long. Sorry, you're too tall for me. So. I feel like in relationship, they can really humble you, especially at the end of it. Like, somebody might make a confession that like, oh, I didn't like you because you're short or you're tall. And that might crush your spirit. So, yeah. That might crush your spirit. So, yeah. Samir Shakir says, Dottie, thanks for clearing that up, okay? Scontext 2 says, and guys who are just joining in, my name is Womboy. We are talking about unrealistic expectations in relationships. And right now we are talking about height. Is it unrealistic to set a standard about the people that you can date and cannot date? The height. Okay, if you are a lady, do you prefer tall guys or short guys? Or if let us know. Give us your situation here. We are about to discuss it in depth. Okay. Uh-huh. Scone says, Robin says, I wear my hair long, but when I used to wear it short, I get a lot less attention from me. I get a lot. Okay. Oh, wow. So Scone is saying when he have long hair. Okay, Robin. Oh, this is Robin saying. Robin is a girl. When she has long hair, she gets a lot of attention. But when she cuts her hair short, men don't approach her. Okay. Is that realistic or unrealistic that men like ladies with long hair? Is that realistic? I think that's realistic, because most of the time, let me tell you guys, when you bend your standards to be with somebody, it could be about the height, it could be about the hair. You bend your standards to be with somebody, most of the time you always regret. You always regret. Okay, me personally, I would advise, even if you're gonna bend your standards for somebody, don't bend too much. Like, don't compromise on everything. At least have some 5 of them tick tick tick. You like somebody who is athletic, have them athletic. Maybe you can compromise on the height, but some of these things don't compromise on. Let's keep going, guys. Diamond says, you know, me, I'm not understanding what Nessie is. I'm sorry, I don't know where I am from, but I'm not understanding that. What is that? Diamond says, so you do care. I kinda. Samir Shukir says, Con, that doesn't make sense. I'm 6'9". Wow, that's a huge person. Context says, Lord, attention from men. Oh, attention from men. Okay. Oh, that's Robin clarified. Opendi Joseph, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for stopping by. Samir Shukir 3265 Scone. Okay, Han. Diamas. We all set standards. If we didn't, we would date the person standing next to us. Yeah, I think we all have standards, but at some point they are becoming unrealistic, and that's the problem. It's okay to have standards. You can get the guy. If you like short people, you can get the exact person that you're looking for. You're looking for a thin person, you can get exactly that. But you see what, and I'm gonna say this right here. I don't want to say it's on national television because it's not national, but I'm gonna say this on this platform. There are people who are used to like getting people who are not their type and then body shaming them, which I feel it's wrong. You'd rather have standards than get into a relationship with someone, and then along the way you're telling them, oh, you're not even my type because you're fat or you're short and all of this type of stuff. So I think the standards, they are nice, but like let's stop getting into relationship expecting somebody is gonna change because you got into a relationship with them. Samir Shukir says, when my hair is long, people think I'm female and I get everything free. Wow. You just cracked me up. Really? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, people think you're female when you have long hair. Wow. Scone says, is it regret or is it an excuse? Okay, Samir Shukil says, not really, 6'1". Okay. Dottie says, Nessie, Loch Ness monster is an unproven creature living in the Loch Ness. Oh my gosh, I was so out. I didn't know. Bonnie Scotland, Dottie, huh? You guys are just having it here in the comments. Loch Ness is a bull, just like Yeti, Santa Claus, and God. Oh wow, you guys are too informed. Okay, so guys, let's continue with the topic, unrealistic expectations in a relationship. That's what we are talking about. So what do you think? We have talked about all these scenarios about unrealistic expectations in relationship. What do you think we should we should adjust? The person or expectation? Do you think you should change the person? Let's say if somebody is having this unrealistic expectation, should you change them or should you change yourself? Should you change the expectation or should you change the person? Okay, I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm asking. Like, what should we adjust? Okay, we are talking about all these scenarios and realistic expectations, but what should we adjust? Should we adjust our expectation or should we change the person? If let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and maybe they're giving you too much pressure, a lot of expectation. Oh, you could be the one who is having these expectations and somebody is not meeting them. Should you change the person or should you change your expectation? Should you lower your guard? Should we say no to this expectation, or should we stop having expectations? So what do you guys think? That's a realistic question. So guys, and if you're just joining in, my name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. Today you've shown me so much love. My name is Wamboy. I was born and raised in Kenya, and we are talking about unrealistic expectations in relationships. And you can feel free to comment your scenario and we can just discuss. It's a safe space, guys. Scott says, Team Edgar. That's a good question. We can change others, and we don't want to change ourselves. We can change others and we don't want to change ourselves. I think I might need some clarification. I asked a question. Should we change the person or should we change the expectation? We are talking about unrealistic expectations in relationship. And if you're just joining in, my name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I was born and raised in Kenya. If you're wondering where I am from, I was born and raised in Kenya, and we are talking about unrealistic expectations in the relationship. And guys, I think maybe you might be wondering what I bring to you in this platform. I talk about politics, real life issues. We just have open discussions here. And guys, like I show you around maybe African countries and I tell you my real experience growing up. So that's a good question. We can change others and we don't want to change ourselves. Okay, so do you think you should change the person, like let's say switch them for another partner, or should you just change the expectation? That's the question that we're asking here, Diamonds. You should move on and find someone that is right for you. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good, because the moment you change the expectation or you let your guard down, you'll always get disappointed. And that's one thing that I need you guys to know. The moment you change yourself, or like you put your guard down. Let's say you wanted somebody who is making 6 figures. When you put your guard down, most of the time you regret it. So it's good to have the standards, but we are talking about unrealistic expectation. So sometimes if somebody is giving you all this pressure, should you move on, or what should you do? Dottie says, find one that is for you and stop trying to change people. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, stop. You cannot change somebody. I see so many ladies getting pregnant for guys, expecting them to change after you have their child. Guess what? You know what they're gonna do to you? They're still gonna be the same person when you're even carrying their child. Even after you deliver their child, they're not gonna change. When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. That's what I can say from what Dottie said. When somebody tells you who they are, believe it. Bulex, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. DQ, oh my gosh, you need to train me how to pronounce your name. Dikwegu, if the attitude being considered for change is bad, then why not try to change it? Yeah, you can try to change it if you're the one with the attitude. But let me tell you, you can never ever change somebody, not even by getting pregnant for them. Or even for guys, you can't change somebody. You can change me by making me pregnant. I'm still gonna be the same person even after I deliver, because we keep having this mentality that you can change for somebody when you wife them, when you make them your husband, when you get pregnant for them. So, but you know what we're just saying? When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. Most of the time, if you don't believe them, you're going to regret it, okay? And if you're just joining in, my name is Wamboy. I was born and raised in Kenya. Thank you so much for joining our live. Kindly consider liking and subscribing. Yeah, so over here, we're just about real conversation and vulnerability. Skontetsu says, whoops, I meant we can't change others. Yes. Oh, okay. I jumped on it and I said you can't change anybody, not even by getting pregnant. You can't change anyone. You can't tell somebody who they are. They know exactly who they are. That's why you can tell them who they are. Skontetsu says, this is Robin. We have fired Scone. He can't type word beans. Okay. But he's been doing such a great job. Skontetsu says, Richard and Edgar says, they jumped up when you mentioned women trying to get pregnant. Like that is going to change who a man is. Guys, let me pose a question to you. Do you think if a lady gets pregnant for a guy, that the guy is going to change? Let's say this guy is a red flag, cheating all over, sleeping with anyone that they see. Do you think that they're going to change when the lady gets pregnant? Or do you think it's going to get worse? Because according to my opinion, all the situations that I've seen, a lady gets pregnant to keep a man, it never works. If anything, it even gets worse. Because when people show you who they are, believe them. Okay? Yeah. I think that's a real situation. keep. And that's what I keep telling myself, like, as a lady, I don't have to get pregnant to keep somebody. I don't have to get pregnant to keep somebody. If they are going to stay, if they're going to change, if they're going to have good behaviors, that's their call, not mine. Oh, DK Ugu is the name. In some cases, you should be the one destined to save the person from his or herself. Yeah, you can make them change, but you can't change them by like forcing change into them. You can't change somebody by getting pregnant or making them pregnant or whatever. You can't change somebody by marrying them, but you can encourage them to change before you get there. D. No one is going to change. Yeah, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them. Diamonds, I'll change girlfriends. Oh my god, this is what I'm talking about. You let me tell you, somebody like Diamonds, you get pregnant for Diamonds, you know what, he's not gonna change for you, he's gonna change the girlfriend. Guess what, you are left single. Okay, guys, if you're just joining in, my name is Wambo. We are talking about unrealistic expectations in relationships. Okay, we are talking about unrealistic expectations in relationship. So let's have a real moment talking about what is a situation that ruined your relationship. It could be you misbehaving, or the other person having expectations. So name a situations that ruined a relationship for you. Name a situation that ruined a relationship for you. Name a situation that ruined a relationship for you. I think I can go first. Let me think. A situation that ruined my relationship. What it is I'm too young to even have. Tony Barnes says lack of money. That's honest. That's honest, Tony. Welcome to the live. That's honest. I think that lack of money, but I think that is mostly for guys. Lack of money. Lack of money can ruin a relationship for you, and that's true. I agree with you, Tony. Yeah, lack of money as a guy. If you can't be able to maybe give your girl some money for her hair, some girls are into long nails, all these things, facial, skincare, these things are expensive. So I agree with Tony. Tony says that like lack of money ruined a relationship for him. So Tony, do you think that like your girl is a gold digger for like wanting you to have money? Because you said lack of money ruined a relationship for you. Scone, Richard and Robin says cheaters. Oh, okay. So a situation. So I said name a situation that ruined a relationship for you. Scone says cheaters, like there are people who are cheating. So Dottie D says he got violent. I think we need to post right here. Okay, I think if a man or a woman is violent towards you, that should be a real reason to run away from them. What do you guys think? He got violent. Okay, yeah, that one, I'm running. If a guy yells at me, I'm running. That's a real situation that can ruin a relationship for me. Okay, let me name one that ruined a relationship for me. This guy, he was so much into telling me that like, oh, you see, here in Kenya or in African countries, we have a lot of things to do with tribes. So there's this guy who was saying that like his mother told him that if he dates people from let's say my tribe, that okay, this person keeps saying, okay, in Kenya, you know, there's the issue of tribe. Okay, we are tribalist. So there's this person who said like his mother is saying that like he shouldn't date somebody from my tribe. Okay, so that's the situation that ruined. So he was like, and you know what, I don't care what the mother thinks because I'm myself, and you know what, I'm gonna do what I want, and you know what, I don't want you if you allow your mother to tell you who I am. Okay, so I think a guy who allows, or a lady who allows their parents to ruin their relationship, yeah, that's a real scenario. Dick Ugu, I don't know if I'm gonna learn your name. Sleeping with me and others. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's just cheating. Okay, that's a real scenario. This guy says, Dick Ugu says that a situation that ruined his relationship is like this girl was sleeping. I don't know if it's a girl or guy. She was sleeping with him and other people. So that's a real scenario. Diamond says, I want my girl to look good, so I'll pay for it. Oh, Can I be your girl? Okay, no. Scontetsu says, Scon says, a man will never hit a woman. Who told you? There are men who are actually really violent towards their ladies. Tony Barnes says, I don't think she was a gold digger, but at the time she had expectations and was impatient. Okay, wow. Wow, well done, Tony. This is what I'm talking about. Because I never think that a lady is a gold digger for wanting a man who is financially stable. Because even me, let's face it, I don't want to be with a guy who cannot be able to provide for me. Okay? At the same time, I'm hardworking, or like I'm willing to put in the work if I can get the work. But the truth is, people or men keep saying that a lady is a gold digger for just having expectations. But I like what Tony says. He don't think she was a gold digger. It's just like the lady had expectations and he was not there at that point. I like what you said, Tony. Thank you. Dottie says, if he hits you once, he will never stop until you live or die. That's the truth. I think situations have proven over and over again in domestic violence. And again, guys, I like being vulnerable. I grew up in a patriarchal society. So it was so normal to hear a neighbor screaming and it's the wife who is crying. But these men, they never stopped hitting them. They never stopped. They kept hitting them. They kept hitting them. Hitting. So let me tell you guys, let me break to you. If you're willing to like stay in a relationship that somebody is hitting you, they're never gonna stop. So just prepare your body for the worst if you're not gonna leave. Diamond says, yes, finally. Skondetsu says, they are not men. Those are not men. Those are just boys. Wow. Dottie says, Tony Barnes, I like that. Sometimes a woman needs to be patient and stand by her man. Yeah. I think by the discussions that we normally have here, sometimes you might feel like I want an already made man. But you see, I resonate with what Tony says. Sometimes as a lady, you just need to be patient as your man is building. You can even help them build, but don't ever think that you can change a man to fit your standards. Dick Ugu says, please, my dear, do not have too many expectations. No man or woman is perfect. Yeah, I think I said that when we started the topic. We are talking about unrealistic expectations in relationship. I think it's okay to have expectations. It's okay to have expectation. What you want exists out there. Okay, it could be it's not me or it's not this person that I'm seeing at the moment, but I feel like what you want exists. It's okay. I feel like it's okay to have expectations, but people need to realize that there's no man or woman is perfect, which means anybody that you're gonna settle with, they will have their own flaws, and you have to live with that. Okay, you have to live with that. So yeah, Diamonds, I like the sound of that. Help me be a better man. Don't change me into the man you want. And that's a problem right there. When you meet somebody, when they tell you who they are, just believe it. So you can help them to elevate who they are, to become a better man in themselves, who they are. But if you're just there to change them, you don't like anything about them. Because I like the way like I can stay with a man and like help them become the best version of himself, who he is, without changing him, just helping him to elevate and become. That's what I am into, guys. And if you're just joining in, my name is Wamboy. I was born and raised in Kenya. So we're talking about unrealistic expectations in relationships, and I just asked what ruined a relationship for you. And that's what we are just reading. We are just reading people's scenarios. What ruined a relationship for you? Diamond says, I like the sound of that. Help me to be a better man. Don't change me into the man you want. Yeah. So ladies in the chat, ladies in the building, you see, these are men who are talking, and this is real life. I'm live here. Men are saying that like, don't change me. Help me to become a better man. And I think even for ladies, me as a lady, don't change me. Don't come here telling me, oh, I don't like this about you. Help me to become the better version of myself. If you don't like the way I dress, you can come and you can just randomly buy me some clothes, and that will make me to become better for you and for myself. Scone says, Richard says, lots of men and women are perfect. You just have to find the one who is perfect for you. Yeah, according to you. Who is perfect according to you? Because who is perfect to you is not perfect to another person. Dottie D says, and that's what a woman does. Help a man become the best version of himself in his eyes. Yeah, in his eyes, the better version of himself. Okay. So which expectations sound reasonable but is actually unrealistic? Okay, name an expectation, maybe your partner or you yourself. Name an expectation that you have, that it sounds reasonable but is actually unrealistic. It sounds reasonable but it's actually unrealistic. Sounds reasonable but it's actually unrealistic. Sounds reasonable. I think something that sounds reasonable is to expect somebody to look like a model. It could be either gender, like male or female. It is realistic, but let's face it. Okay, even if you find me, I'm looking like a model. Few years from now, I get pregnant. Like, I'm gonna change. So it sounds reasonable to say that you want a partner who will be forever look like they are 20. They have a perfect body. I feel like that sounds reasonable, but is unrealistic. So I'm asking guys, if you're just joining in, my name is Wambo. We are talking about unrealistic expectations in relationship, and I'm asking you guys, which expectation sounds reasonable but it's actually unrealistic? Dick Ugu, and you're gonna help me. You're gonna help me to with your name. You have helped me, but don't get offended if I say it wrong. Thank you for being quite polite. In Nigeria, you would have blocked and cast a number of people now. Kenyan must be nice people. Oh, really? Really? Oh, thank you so much. Let me tell you, when I see people who watch me and they are actually, we are becoming friends on this platform, Dick. But I like the way you say it, like, you know what? Because I just choose peace. I just choose to be who I am. I choose to be polite to you guys because you guys, we are becoming friends right here. You're getting to know more about me. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stating that. And thank you. I like Nigeria. I hope one day, I'll manage to land my foot in Nigeria. Saravanan Raj, hi, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you doing, Saravana? How are you doing? Tony Ban says exactly. The relationship should progress positively, more or less towards a realistic, attainable goal that suits both. Yeah. Okay, I think me personally, I just like your mindset, Tony. I think I like the way you articulate yourself and the way you say it, because the way online will always make you feel. Let me tell you, and that's why you guys this year, if you haven't repurposed about, watch things that feel realistic to you. Okay, you see things online and you want your relationship to be that, but what do these people don't tell you? It's all the work behind the scenes. Okay, you are comparing your relationship, who is just 2 years old, with somebody who have been with this person for 20 years. So what Tony said, exactly, the relationship should progress positively, more or less towards a realistic, attainable goal. Yeah, so don't compare yourself to things that you see online, because that's not realistic. That is not real life. These are things that we are posting on. People are posting stuff online to make money. People are posting stuff online for comparison, for competition. So in terms of relationship, what Tony said, just be yourself. Okay, be yourself. Scon says, Edgar says, unconditional love is unrealistic and a lie we like to tell ourselves. Unconditional love is unrealistic, a lie we like to tell ourselves. Oh, really? Okay. I don't think there is unconditional love. I don't think unconditional love exists. Okay, I don't think it exists. Unconditional love will never exist. I don't think it will ever exist. I think love is conditional. I think love is conditional and it will always be conditional. It might be the conditions that you're looking at do not look like it's conditional, but love is always conditional. You're looking for somebody who is pretty, that's conditional, because the way unconditional sounds, it's like you're willing to date somebody that look any type of way. Like Dan. Thank you, Savaraj. Thank you so much for tuning in. You love Jesus. Okay, you love Jesus. Okay, Savaraj. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jesus and blessing. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dottie D says, I agree about Tony Barnes. Most of what we've been saying is him versus her, but it should be a team sport. Yeah, it should be a team sport. But you know what? It's very necessary for us to talk about individuals, his or her, Dottie. It's because that's where the relationship starts. It starts with his and her. Okay, that's where it starts, and all of the other things, they just progress. Savarana, New India Tamil language. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in from India. Thank you so much. Diamond says, yes, it's very conditional. The moment you say you can't sleep with another, that's a condition. If you stay out all night, condition, there's no unconditional love, and there'll never be unconditional love. That's something that you guys should know. No unconditional love, and there'll never be unconditional love. Okay, so let's play like a game. So you guys, when I ask a question, you will say yes, or no. And if you feel like you have an explanation to something, you can put it, and then I'll read it and we can have some fun. Okay, so let's go. Should your partner be your best friend? Oh, Vincent Mary, thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. Only Jesus' love is unconditional. Yeah, human love is conditional. It's conditional. I'm sorry, guys. It's conditional. You can't just love me. You can't love me for who I am, because you're looking at, am I pretty? You wanna see my body and see, like, how do I look? That's conditional. Thank you so much, Victor Mary, for tuning in. Thank you so much, Victor Mary, for tuning in. So guys, we are doing like a poll, so you will be saying yes or no, and I can already see people responding. I asked, should your partner be your best friend? So you can answer yes or no. Let me start reading, and if you feel like no or yes, or you feel like you can explain your answer, you can do that. Oh, the question was, should your partner be your best friend? Should your partner be your best friend? Ismail Ruba, Dan, an angel on earth, judgment day is definitely close. An angel on earth. Who is an angel on earth? Because I'm not an angel. Tony Barnes says, unconditional only exists in the movies, lol. Okay? Like, I'm gonna love it, realistic. Okay? And online. Tony, it also exists online. What people post. The question was, should your partner be your best friend? And I'm about to start reading you guys' response. Let me start by Dick Ugui said yes. Dottie says, okay. Tim Edgar says yes. Diamas, what was the question? Should your partner be your best friend? Vincent Mary says yes, your partner should be your best friend. Dottie D, absolutely. Tony Barnes, preferably yes. Okay, Toffee D says yes. Thank you so much for joining in. Vincent Mary says yes. Diamas, no. Okay. Hear Diamas out. Diamas says that your partner shouldn't be your best friend. Some things you don't want to talk to your partner about. Wow. I share everything with them. Okay, I don't think you guys are in a relationship if you can't tell your partner everything that you're going through. Are you guys in love, really? Yeah. Okay. And I hear you, Diamas, and I can see you said no, but most people, I think the yes do win. Most people said yes. Trophy says, I share everything with my partner. And I feel so. Like, let me tell you, sometime you'll have an issue. You can't wait to tell your partner. Even, Trophy says, I'm married and I share everything with my partner. Okay, I feel like if you just met somebody, you just don't need to tell them everything. But if you're married or engaged, that's your person right there. You can tell them anything, guys. And if you're just tuning in, my name is Wamboi. Consider liking and subscribing. We are talking about, I asked a question, should your partner be your best friend? Okay, so I think the yes win. The yes win. Let's go to the next question. Is it realistic to expect your partner to heal your trauma? Oh, Toffee says, I'm in relationship for 16 years. How is it like to be in a relationship for 16 years? I can only imagine. What that is like. Is it realistic to expect your partner to heal your trauma? Is it realistic? Thank you, Tony, guys. You guys, today's crew, you guys, I don't know. I owe you a minute. Mark says, hi, I'm Mark from Kisumu. Hi, I'm Wamboi from Kenya. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know Ahero, I know Nyakach, Womboleo, and all those places. So you're in the right place, guys. Thank you so much. I asked you guys the other question. Is it realistic to expect your partner to heal your trauma? It could be your childhood trauma. It could be any type of trauma, okay? Is it realistic to expect your partner to heal your trauma? The answer is yes or no. We can go yes or no, and then we will see who wins. Toffee the one says, I'm 32 and I spent half of my life with my man. He's a gem. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I like hearing such success stories. Thank you so much. People like us are learning from you. As I told you guys, I'm just young. I'm in my 20s. So I'm learning a lot from you guys. Tony says, hell no. Toffee, yes? Okay, Toffee votes yes to like, is it realistic to expect your partner to heal your childhood trauma? Scon says, and guys, you can also explain your point. If you think there's so much to that, you can explain your point. Scon and Robin says, yes, you should help them heal. Rich and heck no. Dottie says, no and yes. Not to heal it, but to help you through it. Diamas. No, clean up your act before you start a relationship. I think I'm with Diamas and Tony and everybody. I think heck no. Yeah, I think you should be able to deal with your trauma. Look for a therapist, psychologist, or whatever you have to do to deal with your trauma. But I feel like you can never ever heal your trauma. I have traumas that I'm still dealing with right now, and as you guys can see, I'm so self-aware and I talk to myself. I do a lot of therapy. Therapy to myself, not go to a therapist. Andrew Joshua, yes, of course, welcome to the life, Andrew. So I don't think you can ever heal a trauma or a wound, because it will always come back, okay? And that's why your partner should be there to hold you or to help you through it. But you should not expect your partner to heal it, or like you should then out of nowhere you're just upset for absolutely no reason. You're just upset and putting it on your partner. I think that's a problem. So I think most of us said, Toffee is the only person who said love can heal everything. Toffee said love can heal everything. That's why she expects the partner to help her heal. Okay, so let's go to the next question. I think the most people said no to that question. Is it realistic to expect your partner to heal your childhood trauma? Okay, let's go to the next one. Grondo, understanding. Thank you, Grondo. I don't know. You guys need to teach me how to pronounce your names. I know you guys are also having a hard time with mine. How many guys can pronounce my name? How many people can pronounce my name here without a problem? Grondo says, understanding the problem is a first step to a solution. Wow. Okay, yeah, but I think you should deal with that before you get into a relationship. But as I said, you will never 100% heal. It will always come back, and that's why your partner comes in to give you the emotional support. Savaranaj says, okay, goodbye, good night. Good night to you. Good night. Dottie D says, Wamboy, I can type it. Okay? Let's go to the next question. Does social media set unrealistic relationship standards? Does social media set unrealistic relationship standards? So this one you can answer with definitely, a little, not at all. Definitely, a little, not at all. Does social media set unrealistic relationship standards? Katie, hi, how are you doing? Oh, Katie says that I'm so beautiful. Thank you so much, Katie, for joining in. Thank you so much. If this is your first time ever seeing me, my name is Wamboy. Consider liking, subscribing, and this is a safe space. I always go live on 9 a.m. California time. Toffee the one says a little. Okay, I asked a question. Does social media set unrealistic relationship standards? So the answer is definitely. You can answer with definitely, a little, or not at all. Toffee says a little. Does social media set unrealistic relationship standard? Does social media set unrealistic relationship standard? I think I'm gonna go with definitely. Okay, I keep seeing people posting or telling us what we should be looking for in relationships. Or people just even coming straight out like this situation, this people, they are famous in Kenya, okay? They came out, they were portraying to us this picture perfect relationship and all of that. And then within no time, we saw like the guy gifted the lady a very expensive car. I think it was like a Range Rover. Years later, the lady comes out and she tells us that like the guy never even bought her that car. It was just for social media. You know, when they post this stuff, they are making money out of it. So I can say definitely social media is setting unrealistic standards for unrealistic standards. So guys, let me read your answers. Diki Ugui says definitely. DK Ugu definitely, especially if he or she is always head in the phone. Yeah, or even always watching this, these picture perfect relationships online. Yeah. Tony Ban says, I'm 22 and I most definitely see people adopting unrealistic standards here in Canada. Wow. Tony, you're almost my age mate. I'm 23. Okay. Oh, and Tony, let me tell you, I love Canada. Me and my fiance, we always talk about Canada. It's just that we fear it might be too expensive for us. Maybe one day I can move to Canada. But Tony says that, like, definitely people have been setting standards online in Canada, even in Canada. So this is not a problem that is just in that one countries. Context who says definitely. Toffee says a person can't be perfect all time. In media, they show everything so perfect, and that's not possible. Let me tell you, okay, for the few days that I've been doing YouTube, I see, and that's why I like the live. I used to record moments, okay, in my life, and then I would sit down and on my laptop, and then I edit, and I would always edit all the imperfect moments. That's why I like coming here and being live with you guys, because you get to see this moment unfiltered, and I don't get a moment to edit it. So whatever you see online, I think it's just unrealistic. Sometimes it's realistic, but most of the time it's unrealistic. So don't just see somebody online or relationship online and start telling your partner, oh, that's what you should make me feel, it's not realistic. Dottie says, I love Canada. The Kingdom of Osman says 7817 says, why are you gay? Am I don't know. You tell me. Okay, the next question is consistency in a relationship a bare minimum or privilege? Is consistency in a relationship a bare minimum or a privilege? So this one you can answer with yes or no. Is consistency a bare minimum or privilege? For me, I'm gonna go, it's okay. No, this one you don't answer with yes or no. You can say it's a bare minimum or it's a privilege. Bare minimum or privilege? I think it's bare minimum. Okay, let me tell you, if you're dating me or you want to date me, consistency is something that's a bare minimum to me, because people are so consistent. People are consistent with things that they want in life. Like for me, I want to do YouTube. I'm gonna be consistent. If you can't be consistent with me, I don't see any reason to be with you guys. If you're just joining in, my name is Wamboy, and I just ask a question. Is consistency a bare minimum in a relationship, or is it a privilege? So let us know. Comment with bare minimum or privilege. The Kingdom Dimas, let me see. Daima says, she telling the truth. I loved the show when her power went out, but it didn't stop her. So much fun. Yeah, my electricity, I think the first day that I came on here live, my electricity went out and I couldn't edit that moment out. That was so raw. That's why I'm telling you guys, online, there's so much stuff that you're gonna see, but edited. Okay? The Kingdom of a Man, bare minimum. Tony Barnes says, yes, you owe at least that to your partner. Okay, bare minimum. So Tony says that's a bare minimum. Okay, Skontetsu says it's mandatory, the rest is bare minimum. Oh, yeah, it's bare minimum. Gosh, Dimas says it's a privilege. Dimas, why do you think that your partner, or you being consistent with your partner, is a privilege? It's not a privilege. People, let me tell you how to know if a person is into you or not. They need to make you a priority. So consistency is a bare minimum. I'm not even kidding. Consistency is a bare minimum. .d bare minimum. I think most of us agree that it's a bare minimum. So the next one, is jealousy a sign of love? Yes or no? Is jealousy a sign of love? Yes or no? Let me see. Is jealousy a sign of love? I can say I can say maybe, because if somebody doesn't, let's say somebody just doesn't feel any type of jealous to when they see you with people. Okay, I think there is toxic jealousy and there is healthy jealousy. So is jealousy a sign of love? Is jealousy a sign of love? Diamonds, life is constant and it doesn't stop because you're in a relationship. Oh, so that Diamond says it's a privilege to be in a relationship, to have consistency from your partner, because life is constant. It doesn't stop because you're in a relationship. But you know what? Also, like, love doesn't stop because you're in a job. So I think it's bare minimum. Unfortunately, most of us voted it's a bare minimum. So I think we win and you don't. Diamonds. DK Ugu says, no, jealousy is a sign of insecurity. Oh, gosh. Now, I think this one I'm on the wrong. Jealousy is a sign of insecurity. Dottie D says, no, it's a sign of insecurity. Tony Ban says, I want to say yes, but I can understand the other side perspective as well. Yeah, I think I say yeah. I think it's a sign of love, but there's there's healthy or toxic. There's toxic jealousy and there's healthy one. So it's very hard for me to vote yes or no on that. Scone says, Ed and Rich says, jealousy bad. Robin and Scone says, jealousy is love. Okay. Diamonds. I think this one we are not. Gosh, did I just go out? I think my internet is starting to have problems. Wow. This is what I'm telling you guys. Can you guys hear me? My internet had disconnected. This is what I'm telling you. Like, when you're live, you don't get a moment to filter this moment. Can you guys hear me? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Oh, you sound great. Okay. Diamond says jealousy. Okay, thank you guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's one thing about being live. Things happen live here and you can't edit them. Diamonds, jealousy is a sign of love, but more so about caring about you. Okay, Dottie D says jealousy is jealousy. Either you trust them or you don't. Okay. Diamonds, you sound great. Thank you. Tony says good now. You guys can hear me. You never left. Oh, I never left. My screen told me that, like, I'm not live anymore. She did. Okay, let's go to the next question. Would you stay with someone who loves you but can't meet your expectation? Would you stay with someone that loves you but can't meet your expectations? So the answer is yes or no. Would you stay with someone who loves you but cannot meet your expectations? Guys, and if you're just joining in, my name is Wamboi. I was born and raised in Kenya. Kindly consider liking and subscribing. That would really help me out. We are talking about unrealistic expectations in relationship, and I just posed a question to you guys. Would you stay with someone who loves you but cannot meet your expectations? So the answer is yes or no. Yes or no. Would you stay with someone who loves you but can't meet your expectations? Okay. Wow. Tony Barnes says, my expectations are not crazy, so no. So Tony expects the person that he is dating to meet every expectation to the T, because his expectations are not crazy. I think me too. Like, I think I can't stay with somebody who don't meet my expectations, because I'm going to live with denial, or like I'm going to be, what is that word that I'm looking for? I'm going to be unsatisfied in the relationship, and that's not good for anything. I'm going to always be acting in a particular way because I feel like I didn't get what I want. So yeah, I like what Tony says. Tony, I think your brain should be studied, because the way you keep putting these scenarios, Tony said, my expectations are not crazy, so no, I'm not gonna stay. Scone says, Team Edgar, no. DK Ugu says, yes, love is the all important thing in a relationship. Okay, this time round, Dick Ugu says that he can stay with somebody if they don't meet his expectations. So Dick, what if you start feeling, I don't know if you guys can help me with that, resentful? What if you start feeling resentful along the way just because you ignored your gut, you ignored what you wanted, you didn't get yourself what you wanted? Are you not afraid of that? Dottie D says, I'm not sure what that means. Would you stay with someone who loves you but can't meet your expectation? That's what I'm asking. That was the question. Context 2 says, Robin, if you settle, then your relationship has an expiration date. Yeah, if you settle, your relationship have an expiration. That's the point that I'm saying. Like, I feel like if I just settle, I'm always gonna be resentful, which is a problem. So let's go to the next. Is emotional availability more important than financial stability? Is emotional availability more important than financial stability? Is emotional availability more important than financial stability? You can comment with definitely, a little, not at all. Is emotional availability more important than financial stability? Let's go. Tony Barnes says, okay, Dottie says, I think it depends on the expectations. Okay. Okay. Tony Barnes says, if your expectations are necessary for your sanity, then it should be valued. Yeah, I think so. I think so, Tony. Context says, Team Edgar, definitely. Thank you guys for joining in. If you're just joining in, my name is Wamboy. We are talking about unrealistic expectation in relationships. And I asked, is emotional availability more important than financial stability? Tony Barnes says, no, diamonds for men, financial, for women, emotional. Oh, Dottie says both equally. You can't have one without the other. I think I would say both of them are important, but I don't think emotional availability is more important than financial stability. I think both of them are very necessary, because even in a relationship, you might need to buy a house. You might need to you might need a lot of stuff. It's not always about love and making love and all of this stuff. There's so much in a relationship apart from the emotional stuff. Hugging, cuddling. Okay, you can't cuddle the whole day. So when you cannot cuddle, what are you gonna be doing? Dottie D says both equal. You can't have one without the other. Yeah. But Tony says, remember, Tony said that emotional availability is not important than financial stability. Tony is saying, I'm talking from experience though. Okay. Okay, so you feel like emotional availability is not more important than financial stability. Yeah, I think financial stability, especially for the man, is just a non-negotiable. Financial stability for the man. Let me tell you, if you become emotional available to a lady and you don't have the finances, you're going to be a simp. You're going to be a simp to the lady. She won't be seeing you as a man. She will just be seeing you as, I don't know, maybe a roommate or something. So for the man, I think financial stability is more important than emotional availability. But yeah, guys, let me know. Help me think this out. Let me think this out. DK Ugu says, in Nigeria, we say we cannot eat emotional expectation. But come to think about it, it's 50-50 situation. Yeah. Because when you just chase the money, then the love will be gone. When you just lean more on the emotional part, then the relationship gone. Oh, Tony Barnes says, remember when I said lack of money? Yes. Oh my gosh, you just came back full circle. Yeah, I think it's 50-50. But for the men, I think the financial stability is more important than emotional availability. Okay? Is being too busy a valid excuse in relationships? Is being too busy a valid excuse in relationships? Being too busy a valid, not valued. Is being too busy a valid excuse in relationships? Oh, like let's say like we don't live together. You call me, I don't pick up the phone, and I'm like, oh, I was too busy. And then I come back home, I don't call you back, and I'm like, oh, I was tired. Do you think emotional availability is more important than financial? Oh, okay, no, gosh. Is being too busy a valid excuse in relationships? Yes or no? Like somebody, you want somebody to do something for you in a relationship, they say, oh, I'm too busy. For me, I feel like no, it's not a valid excuse. Diamonds. For a man, why I don't all this and not feeling love? For a woman, if I'm worried about a roof over my head, then I'm not thinking about loving someone. Yeah, why am I doing all this and not feeling love? Wow. Wow, you guys. Yeah, I think I do agree 100%. For the man, look, just the bag. Just the bag. I'm gonna tell you for free, like, women, you're just there, like, your lady is having a situation that she needs some money to fix it, and you're just telling her, oh, just pray about it. The Lord is gonna come down and help you. That won't work. Being available is part of the relationship, is part of a relationship. Yeah, okay. Tony Barnes says, if you're often busy, then no, but if it's rarely, then yes. Okay. No, some people just look for excuses. Let's say somebody's just out there partying, cheating. Some people are just looking for excuses. So I think my answer is no. Being busy is not an excuse. Is not an excuse to show up for somebody that you love. Let me tell you, you can be busy. You call him or her and tell her, you know what? I'm in a situation. I might not be able to talk, but just to let them feel like they are hard or something of that sort. Diamonds. That's what I was saying. Life doesn't stop because you're in love. Unfortunately, it doesn't. As Consensus says, Robin, if you are not there for me, you're not there. The others, sometimes you're just busy. Robin says, if you're not there for me, you're not there. The others, sometimes you're just busy. Okay, yeah, if you're not there, you're not there. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Oh, I was too busy. I'm so occupied. So, the powerhouse, where are you at, mama? I'm in Kenya. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, the big question, okay? Diamond says, a man is responsible for providing. A man has to be available when you want them. Pick one. No, you cannot pick one. Okay, a man should come with finances, and also he should also come with the money. Gosh. He should come with the money, finances, and he should also come with the emotional stuff. Like, and Diamonds, no, don't put me like I'm a bad person. I'm just telling you guys what's out there. You will not eat love, okay? You will not cook love by the end of the day. That's just a reality, a hard one. You won't cook love. Let me tell you, Diamonds, you might see that I'm a bad person saying this to you. You won't cook love at the end of the day. So, as a man, you need to come with the finances. You need to be emotionally available. You need to come with the finances. It just seems like it's one-sided, but I'm sorry. That's what ladies want. And you know what, guys? I'm thinking about doing a show, What Women Want, and we can have such a conversation. Let me know how you think about that, maybe sometime. Daima says, where do all the finances come from? Working, being busy. Yeah, but I don't know what I'm gonna tell you, but first of all, you need to have the finances, and also you need to be emotionally there. I don't know, but there are men who do it. There are men who are emotionally there for their women. Because of course, during that time of the month when she's having her periods, you need to be there to comfort her, and you also need to buy the chocolate. Okay, unfortunately, you also need to buy the chocolate. So yeah. Scone says, Robin, yes. A show about women. Scone, Rich. Who cares what they say? Oh gosh, there are guys in the chat. Let me know. Would you like to us to do a show about, like, what do women want? Okay. And also, guys, as you guys answer that, I want to challenge myself. I don't know if it's too soon. One of these fine days, I want to challenge myself to see if I can go live for 24 hours. And what I'll do during that live for the 24 hours, we will have like a topic, for example, but my camera don't go off. Like, we are just live continuously. I wake up and then I go live the whole day through the night. I go to bed and then my phone is still, like, we are still live. Is that crazy? Is that too much, guys? I want to know your opinions. Dottie says, I think a show about what women want is a great idea. I hope Diamas pays attention. Yeah, Diamas is just so out of it. Maybe what do women want? That would be a nice... I think I have, according to my analytics, it says that mostly men watch me. So maybe you men, do you want to know what women want? Social media and Hollywood movies are messing up people's understanding of men and women needs from each other for success. Okay? See, like, I'm even having a hard time, like, explaining to Diamas But you know, women are all over. You can, I think you can, one of the most complicated beings in this world is a woman. You can know what they want. And I'm also a woman and I know that. Powerhouse 4973. That will be dope. Okay, okay. Uh-huh. Scone says, will be there for your show from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Lol. Okay, no, you don't have you. Thank you, Scone. So I'm gonna. So I don't know when, but I'll go live. I'll tell you guys. So I'll go live for 24 hours. So everything that I do, I wake up, the breakfast is live on camera. Okay, going to sleep live on camera. Like, I just want to go hard on this thing. I want to do YouTube, guys, and that's why I'm telling you guys, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I just want to put in the work and see how good can it get. So I'm thinking about that. Do you think, guys, it's crazy me thinking that I can do a show for 24 hours? Oh gosh, Tony. Scott says, Diamond says, I know what women want, everything. Oh my god. You guys, DK says what humanity needs is more what we should be concerned about. What humanity needs is more. It's more what we should be concerned about. Okay. Tony says 24 hours with the emoji of like, yes, 24 hours. You know, sometimes I think we are talking about consistency in terms of like our in relationships and all of that. But I also want to be consistent. Maybe that's a challenge. Like, yeah, yes, Tony, yes, 24 hours. Like, I want to see, maybe I can challenge myself to talk, to be here on the live for 24 hours. But I haven't determined the date, but like, you guys already think it's crazy, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Diamas, you should do a 24-hour show on New Year's. I'm not gonna wait until I'm not gonna wait until New Year's. DK Ugu says 24 hours, my attention span may not be up to it. Okay, and you know, like, because of course you guys can go to sleep and all of that. When you wake up, you can check if I'm still live. No, you don't have to be there. You know what? According to time zones, so there's a guy who said good night. Others are saying good morning on this chat. Okay, people in United States, Canada, most countries, Europe and Africa, yes, they're saying good night. So it's like, even if people on this time zone goes to sleep, there still be other people. Tony Ban says salute to you. Okay, thank you. DK your attention span, you know, you will just kind of like, you know, because that's just me being vulnerable to my audience, seeing that you guys, it's kind of like you're living with me. Scott says, Edgar asked, what about bathroom breaks? When it's time for bathroom breaks, I just go to the bathroom and leave you guys here. Yo, do you want to go with me to the bathroom? You guys are crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys need to teach me your names. Goldie Bueno says 24 hours, you'll have every minute of my attention. But you will go to sleep. But I will also go to sleep when it's my night time. But I'm still live. Diana says, that's why I said New Year's, you should celebrate New Year's around the world. Oh, you can do 24 hours. Yeah, Diana says, bathroom breaks, yes, take us with you. Oh my gosh. No. I'll leave you here and go to the bathroom break. So, guys, let's go back to the topic. We were talking about unrealistic expectations in relationship. So, the last question, is love enough to keep a relationship? Is love enough to keep a relationship? Let's go. Is love enough to keep a relationship? No, I don't think love is enough to keep a relationship, because when all is said and done, you will not eat love. Okay? You will not eat love by the end of the day. DK says, hello, yes. Oh, really? Okay. Lidge Danny says, hi dear, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I asked a question, is love enough to keep a relationship? Is love enough to keep a relationship? So according to me, I think love is not enough to keep a relationship. When all is said and done, you need to have a roof over your head, you need some food, you need some luxury, you need soft life with life. Thank Wamboa Konja. My name is Wamboy, not Wamboa. Wamboy. I don't think love is enough. Tony Ban says yes. Oh, Tony, you think love is enough to keep a relationship? Powerhouse says, in present world, money keeps a relationship. Uh-huh. Pow- Powerhouse says, in present world, money keeps a relationship. Yeah, that's why I say love is not enough. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for. My name is Wamboy. 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 Yes. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much. Oh, did I come off as if I'm yelling? Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry, Rich Danny. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. DK Ugui says, hell yes. Without it, a relationship is dead on delivery. No, but do you think love is enough? Do you think love is enough? Is it enough to keep a relationship? Tony Barnes says, only because I have seen homeless couples helplessly in love struggling. Okay. Diamond says, I'm gonna come to Tony's point, okay? Diamond says, love doesn't actually exist. Wow! What in the world? Love doesn't exist? It's just a word response to they are attractive, they treat me well, I like talking to them. Wow. Diamond says love doesn't exist. Tony Ban says, in all honesty, no. Okay. DK Ugu says, yes, it is enough. Lidge Danny 7 says, love alone is not enough. Scone says, Richard says, homeless couples isn't love, it's survival. Let me tell you, growing up in a village, I grew up in a village in Kenya, and people in the village used to be, okay, of course, in the village, people don't show love towards each other like cuddling, hugging, kissing. They don't do that. But these people have like 10, 12 children, okay, struggling in poverty, giving the children their worst lives. But that kind of gave me the impression that love is enough, because these people are there giving birth continuously, like with no any type of control whatsoever. So that kind of gave me the impression that love is enough. But the more I went outside into the world, I realized love is not enough. Love is not enough. Diamonds, 10 or 12 kids, they are doing something. Yeah, in my village, it's just normal to find somebody with 22 children from one woman. Very normal. Very, very normal. So I grew up with that perception that like love is enough. But now that I have ventured into the world, I've gone to so many places. I'm a graduate, actually. I have a degree. So even going to uni and seeing the situation, that's when I realized love is not enough. So I think my conclusion is like love only is not enough. Anyone that doesn't believe in love has never felt it. Love is real. Wow. Wow, DK. I think we are gonna close it at that. Anyone that doesn't believe in love has never felt it. Love is real. I believe love is real. Okay, my just parting shot. I believe love is real. I believe love exists. But is love alone enough? That's the big question. Is love alone enough? Diamonds. Anyone who believes in love doesn't know how to describe their feelings. Oh, okay. Diamonds is just so much pessimistic. Do you live in Nairobi? Yeah. So guys. I feel like love alone is not enough. Love alone is not enough. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this live. Let me know on the scale, okay, on the rate of 1 to 10. On the rate of 1 to 10, how do you like this show? How did you enjoy yourself on the rate of 1 to 10? You can say any number. Diamond says, I'm not pessimist, I'm realistic. Okay, that's just okay, guys. Let me tell you, me on the rate of 1 to 10, I had like a 9. And the reason it's not a 10 is because I have to go. Okay, gosh, I had so much fun with you, and you guys are so engaging. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Tony Ban says 10, very interactive. Thank you so much, guys. I always go live 9 a.m. California time. So can you please convert that to your local time and look for me anytime that you feel like you need somebody to hang out with. I'm always live 9 a.m. California time, which is, let me convert to Kenyan time, 8 p.m. Kenyan time. You can, Nigeria, I don't know what is the time difference between Kenya or California. 9 for me to have stayed this long, unbelievable. Oh, thank you. Most of you are saying it's a 9. Diamond says The show is an 8, but you are a 9. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Powerhouse 6/10. Thank you so much. Uh-huh. Lynch Danny says, love doesn't cook ugali or buy airtime. My Wambua. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you guys. Today I had a show that is a 9, and the reason it's a 9 is because I have to go. And guys, kindly look for me at this exact time. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing so that you can be seeing me. I go live every day from Monday through Thursday. Monday to Thursday, I go live every day, and you will always interact with me, guys. You can always ask me questions. On Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram. I have link on my YouTube stuff. You can follow me on Instagram to have a more one-on-one relationship with you. So yeah, Tony says, have a good day, night, everyone. So depending on wherever you are, have a good day. For people in United States, California, and all over Chicago, people in Dallas, wherever you're watching me from, Canada, have a good day. And people from African countries, have a good night. Powerhouses, you are lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So guys, see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. California time. You can convert that to your local time. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye bye.